This man's just aura farming so hard by playing Shuni right now. Yo! Honor him as God, as the devil, like, overlooks you. Oh, look at you, creepy bitch. Oh my, what the what is that? I really feel after episode 4 of Lord of Mysteries, we're gonna start seeing the fluff of the fandom get cut, and those who are in for this show to actually learn about the world and the story and the characters and the mystery are gonna love these episodes the most, and those who have been misguided into thinking it's just a monkey brain action show are gonna be dropping out. And I'm very excited for that, because this is the type of episode that I truly think will separate the casual watchers to the actual fans of the series. I'm excited. Enjoy the video, drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon is where the full live reactions and other exclusives live. So, here's what I mean. So what I've heard, now granted, I am not a source reader, so take it with a grain of salt. I mean, sometimes people misrepresent things and maybe to the extremes. But from what I understand, there has been a couple of things happening. One, they wanted to rush to get to the clown fight. Like, that was part of the production committee's decision. Get to that as quick as possible so that as many people as possible won't get bored in the beginning of the show. They've increased the amount of action to also, same degree, help the more casual watchers. And from my quick glance online, very quick glance, it does seem like source readers are happier with this episode than they have been recently. So it seems like pacing from their point of view is better. And I mean, I'd say from my point of view, pacing also feels better. Not that I necessarily had issues with pacing before, but yeah, it was very, it wasn't even pedal to the metal. I'm pretty sure we were going about 100 over the speed limit. So the thing is I've been around anime communities and different animation communities in general long enough that there's a trend. Anything that has, like, at the beginning, insane visuals, death, or really cool action, it will get a larger first reaction than a show that just, like, does a nice slow burn. Ooh, this is like, if this would have been, like, in the style of the first episode, so, like, what we had with episode 4 is more or less the style we got at the beginning of the show, it would have had a lot less of an impact for a lot of casual watchers. And I'm welcome to be proven wrong, but I'm totally expecting we're going to see a lot of people, well, you'll see, like, buzzwords like, oh, this episode was boring. It wasn't until the end of the episode that they had my interest. There's going to be at least one person I know in my own comment section. It will pop up and be like something, because I've seen it so much. I had to fast forward through most of the episode until we got to the last few minutes when it got good. The thing is there's so much we don't know about Klein as a character, this world, the system, and the idea of just kind of chilling, taking our time. We start off with old Neil, or whatever we're calling him, kind of disrespectful. He could have at least said Unk, but it is what it is. And we go to find a lost wallet to give to a rich bastard who gives us 30 pounds. Probably would have got more if our boy didn't look so scared and shit. But either way, we start with that. Then we have our little board meeting, and basically, you know, they're looking at our boy as God, right? Like, the fool is God, and his aura farming be next level. As we also casually get, what's her card name? Justice. She's like, hey, what happens if we give it to pets? Well, they probably die or turn into a monster. Okay, but if that didn't happen, well, I guess it's connected. That little pooch after the credits, man. I'm just a dog. Like, that's like, I have full belief this dog's smarter than it thinks, but if that's gonna be its catchphrase to get out of responsibilities, okay, Pooch, what am I supposed to do here? I'm just a dog, bitch. Woof woof, motherfucker. That dog's probably gonna become my favorite character, but Jesus. She's out here spinning it like it was gonna dislocate his legs. I digress with a side tangent, but that shit was funny as hell. But, you have all that kind of fun stuff. And then there's, like, we do the fortune telling, right? And the fortune telling apparently costs, like, a week's worth of, like, rent and food or something. Insane. Dude definitely had some sus vibes, but I wasn't expecting how crazy it was going to get. So we end up going to this, like, the sister's friend's birthday bonanza here, right? And basically we do a little mirror on the wall, who's the prettiest of them all, and it, consumes her. So she looks like, so after the crest shit around the mirror activates and it, like, absorbs into her arm, like, it was like some symbiote shit that then turned like, I don't know, man. It felt like she became a creature that would have risen from the muck of like deep seawater. Like she looked freaky as hell. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting our boy to be able to do it by himself, because if you look at episode 3, like he was kind of he was the bystander. He was the passenger princess. He was like, "Hey bro, can I like wipe your forehead down? I can't really do much here." But to his credit, and obviously with the help of some rituals and chants, we got the W there. But still, pretty crazy stuff. And they even tease who I assume is like the true god of their world. It basically looked like it was pulled from a Claire Obscure boss fight. Super cool, super menacing. Kind of gave me Evangelion feels, if I'm going to be honest, like something that would pop up at the end of Eva. I don't know, it was pretty weird. And just like the whole package. So this was 38 minutes runtime, but if you remove the credits and shit, like it was probably like a 35, 34 minute episode. It's still longer than your average episode for anime and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, the first time I looked at the time, it was like 9 or 10 minutes into the episode. I'm like, we've just been talking with people, and it flew by the time. I think for a lot of people, you're gonna see people will be like, oh, the episodes like last week, which had like a 15-minute fight, those are the best episodes. And I, you know, to be honest, I did think episode 3 was the best out of the 3. But personally, I enjoyed episode 4 more. A mixture of, I felt like they slowed it down for everyone, whether you know the source or not. And I'm starting to learn some terminology. Hell, I noticed in this episode too, because they have had walls of text to kind of give like explanations. But that's usually like the credit spot where they'll be like, hey, here's this wall of text to get you caught up if you want to read it. But there was more of that this episode, just in the middle of talking like, this is what this term means. And obviously, it's a lot to process, but this is the type of show that I recognize it's like 100 episodes of watching and, you know, rewatches to properly grasp everything. It's a big task, but I like that. I don't want every show to be Lord of Mysteries, but it's kind of like playing a Hideo Kojima game for me, man. Like, I like it when it's unorthodox. I like it when it's different and sometimes tries to be difficult, and it makes me really have to pay attention and read between the lines. So yeah, I truly think this is going to be an episode that it's going to start. It's not going to be like the make it or break it, but if we get more and more episodes that are like episode 4, you're going to start seeing more comments that are going to be like, oh, I had to fast forward. It was so boring up until the big action piece. Oh man, this episode's a sleeper, blah, 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 snooze fest. You're going to start seeing that more. Now, here's the thing. Nothing wrong with not liking the show, but there is a large section online that I like to call the monkey brains, the shonen enthusiasts who think, unless we constantly throwing hands and throwing ass around, it boring. Listen, I like that, but that's not all that's exciting in the world, let's be honest. You let me know what you thought down below. I'm seeing a lot of people a lot happier about this episode, so I'm hoping that is a universal opinion, but you let me know what you thought. Do you agree this is one of the, if not the best episodes of the show to date? Let me know. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, ring that bell so you can notify when I upload more, and Patreon is where you're going to find my full live reactions and other exclusives, like, hey, I give video shout out to all of my patrons. So today we got Old Do, Just a Micro, Lorena Frazier, Daniel, Lion Chow, Marcus Rugerts, and we also have Ilias Cortez. I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you all have a good one.